Though I'm a die-hard Sahir Ludhianvi fan, Sahir Ludhianvi is the reason I'm in this industry. एक तरफ शैलेंद्र हैं, एक तरफ मजरू सुल्तानपुरी हैं, प्रेम धवन हैं, साहिर लुधियानवी हैं, राजेंद्र कृष्ण हैं, हसरत जयपुरी हैं, ऐसे में आनंद बख्शी हैं, जहां गाने लिखे जा रहे हैं कि किसी पत्थर की मूरत से मोहब्बत की तमन्ना है, परस्तिश का इरादा है, इबादत की, इस तरह के गाने लिखे जा रहे हैं। वहां आनंद बख्शी लिख रहे हैं, अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलोगे, जब तुम कहोगे, कहां, वहां जहां ये लोग आते जाते नहीं। Can you look at the difference?
You do have to make compromise because of your relationships and because of certain demands as well.
I'll never do that now.
You won't do it?
Yeah. Because I'm very sure about one thing.
You won't do like a rom romantic?
Never in my life. Never ever in my life. Especially for the audience of Bollywood Hungama. मैं बबली हुई तू बंटी हुआ. मैं बबली हुई तू बंटी हुआ. बंद कमरे में 2020 हुआ. So that was again Manoj Muntashir. But then that's it. हाय फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूं मनोज मुंतशिर और आप देख रहे हैं बॉलीवुड हंगामा।
What is the process like when it comes to since poetry is your first love, you have your BMW in place and all that in place, but poetry, as you mentioned, that is your first love. How do you look at language when you write something? What is it that naturally flows to you? Because as we were discussing off the camera, that जैसे कहा जाता है कि साहब ये हिंदी है, ये उर्दू है, ये हिंदुस्तानी है या फिर ये संस्कृत है. But what actually transpires on paper because of the extensive reading that you have done in terms of all sorts of poetry, what transpires on paper can be like a confluence of many of the what is called as various languages. So how do you look at this entire aspect?
I'm not a purist when it comes to language. I believe and I strongly believe that language is just a medium to communicate.
Okay.
Nothing more, nothing less. So I'm not too serious about like showing off my skills that I know this word also, I know that word also. Look, I got this word from Sanskrit. I'm not doing that. And in my life, I'm not going to do this. When it is needed for a film like Bahubali, I'll show that yes, I have got that kind of material with me. But for a regular song, for a regular day-to-day life, when we are talking to each other, I am not really very keen on showing off my skills. When it comes to choosing my set of words and my set of communication, though I'm a die-hard Sahir Ludhianvi fan, Sahir Ludhianvi is the reason I'm in this industry because I read his biography once and then I decided it's very cool to be a lyricist. So I caught my train pakdi और मैं Bombay आ गया because of Sahir Sahab. Okay. I was so fancied by his life story. But then I realized one thing, that in the times that we are living in, I really cannot be subjecting people to poetry and those heavy idioms. What Anand Bakshi Sahab did. आनंद बख्शी साहब उस जमाने में इस इंडस्ट्री में आए थे, एज यू वेरी वेल नो, यू वाज सच अ वेल रेड पर्सन. जब आप सोचें वो पीरियड क्या था, वो पीरियड था कि एक तरफ शैलेंद्र हैं, एक तरफ मजरू सुल्तानपुरी हैं, प्रेम धवन हैं, साहिर लुधियानवी हैं, राजेंद्र कृष्ण हैं, हसरत जयपुरी हैं, ऐसे में आनंद बख्शी हैं, जहां गाने लिखे जा रहे हैं कि किसी पत्थर की मूरत से मोहब्बत की तमन्ना है, परस्तिश का इरादा है, इबादत की, इस तरह के गाने लिखे जा रहे हैं. वहां आनंद बख्शी लिख रहे हैं, अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलोगे, जब तुम कहोगे, कहां, वहां जहां ये लोग आते जाते नहीं. Can you look at the difference? So in fact that took the entire country by storm during those periods because it was so fresh that somebody is doing poetry and still not claiming that he is doing poetry. So that is the kind of writing I believe is perfect for cinema. Again I'll tell you, Bakshi Sahab for that matter. We talk about item songs. मतलब वो तो बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा है हमारे यहाँ देश का कि भाई एक आइटम सॉन्ग पिक्चर में होना चाहिए. हम आइटम सॉन्ग पे कुछ भी करते हैं कि वो गाना हिट हो जाए. मैं आपको एक आइटम सॉन्ग का एग्जांपल देता हूँ. फिल्म थी आए दिन बहार के. आप आइटम सॉन्ग की पोइट्री देखिए. बख्शी साहब का गाना था एक उसमें, जहाँ एक स्टेज शो है, आशा पारिक जी हैं और एक परफॉर्मेंस हो रही है. उसका कहानी से कोई लेना देना है नहीं, जस्ट एन आइटम सॉन्ग. वर्ड्स आर, खत लिख दे संवरिया के नाम बाबू, खत लिख दे संवरिया के नाम बाबू, कोरे कागज़ पे लिख दे सलाम बाबू, वो जान जाएंगे पहचान जाएंगे कैसे होती है सुबह से शाम बाबू. Now I really don't think that item song poetry can go beyond this. To me that is my benchmark. So I have not achieved even like by any stretch of imagination, I'm not even close to it, but then someday before I leave this world I would like to achieve that.
But you have done like a rom romantic hai.
I knew that. I knew that you will not allow me to get away without bringing that into picture. I remember one.
No complaints. We were actually present when that song was being picturized in Pattaya. We actually seen that. In fact, people what they see of that song and what we have seen, there's a huge difference actually.
Actually, really?
10% of what they're seeing of what we have seen. But in commercial stream, many times you do have to make compromise because of your relationships and because of certain demand as well.
I'll never do that now.
You won't do it.
Yeah, because I'm very sure about one thing.
You won't do like a rom romantic.
Never in my life. Never ever in my life. I will not do rom romantic. I will not. There's another song of mine, since I'm sitting here and you have digged it from somewhere.
Right.
There was another song which I wrote for Welcome Back. So the Mukhla was, especially for the audience of Bollywood Hungama, it was मैं बबली हुई तू बंटी हुआ, मैं बबली हुई तू बंटी हुआ, बंद कमरे में 2020 हुआ. So that was again Manoj Muntashir, but then that's it.
That's it now.
Never
So he's just assuring all his fans that someone who has the capacity to really write good poetry, he won't be doing something like that in the future. That's wonderful actually. And I don't think that you have reasons to do that either.
Because
considering that you're not doing it for money anymore, it is
exactly
more for passion actually.
Exactly.
Because आपको अगर पैसा कमाना है, you can always do a lot of television these days. There's a hell lot of money in television.
Right,
so.
right, of course.